Hello everyone, welcome to my bold and beautiful Gossip Today channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Hope and Finn are going to bond in a manner neither of them ever envisioned. Intense and Lovely's expectation and Finn have framed a companionship of sorts, however it's going to go places even they never saw coming. Hope in a real sense dropped after finding that the famous Sheila Carter, otherwise known as Finn's introduction to the world mother, was fit as a fiddle in her dad's condo as opposed to 6 feet under as she'd accepted. In any case, maybe significantly more surprising than seeing a phantom, was the acknowledgement that both Minister and Finn were giving the enormous, terrible love and fondness. Backtracking, Trusts for some time realized that Finn felt a muddled association with Sheila, and she comprehended it somewhat given that Elder is an ex-con who was in and generally out of her life, and positively no number one of the Forresters and Logans. The blondie listened carefully when he expected to discuss the peculiar association he actually felt to his introduction to the world mother after she shot him and his significant other and left them both for dead, and a shoulder to rest on after Sheila was wounded to death by his better half, Steffi. Or on the other hand, so they thought. As it ended up, it was not Sheila, but rather Copy, Sugar, who kicked the bucket in the Malibu Bluff house that portentous evening. As the At 10 Toes show worked out, Finn was enlisted by Minister to look for his mom, and they tracked down the 9-toed miracle with 9 lives in an unwanted stockroom. As Trust saw during her unexpected visit to Elder's place, Finn is elated to have been allowed a second opportunity to construct a relationship with Sheila, and completely gets involved with her case that she had no part in Sugar's arrangement to off Steffi. We believe he's being duped, yet that is one more story we've told here. Steffi's so not going to be installed with Finn needing to bring Sheila into their lives and family that we expect major conjugal issues ahead. Trust's no more odd to issues with Steffi herself, so she and Finn might bond over seeing the brunette as being troublesome, yet we believe it's something considerably really stunning that will leave them as close as just like twins. Steffi Finn BNB. Finn has embraced Sheila and Minister is enamored with her, which leaves Trust in the unenviable place of tolerating their acknowledgement, maybe, assuming she's to proceed with her associations with both of these men. Be that as it may, might she at any point make it happen? Could Trust acknowledge Sheila as a feature of their lives? At first, we think she'll shy away, and she might in all likelihood never get the whole way there. All things considered, Sheila once shot and almost killed her mom, Brooke. However, Trust will more than likely become acknowledgement nearby as this story advances, meaning conceivable expectation and Finn will additionally bond over something neither of them at any point envisioned, an eagerness to accept that Sheila Carter is changed. What's the significance here for them sincerely? All things considered, on the off chance that Finn's marriage self-destructs, as we guess that it will, and Thomas stays no longer of any concern in Paris, it's not precisely a stretch to believe that expectation and Finn could fall for each other. We definitely realize she believes he's the absolute bundle and Steffi's fortunate to have him. Things that make you go, well. Steffi compromises Hayes' authority fight, will picking Sheila cost Finn his child? The Intense and the Lovely, BNB, spoilers uncover that Steffi Forrester, Jacqueline McInnes Wood, will clearly have central issues when she figures out John Finnegan, leather expert Novlin, needs to give Sheila Carter, Kimberlyn Brown, another opportunity. Obviously, the news that Sheila is alive will be sufficiently terrible, however Steffi will be totally appalled over Finn's readiness to look past his introduction to the world mother's missteps. Taking everything into account, Finn will seriously endanger the kids, and that is something she can't represent. BNB spoilers propose this could prompt Steffi conveying a final proposal and compelling Finn to conclude who matters more to him. Steffi might caution that assuming Finn picks Sheila, it'll mean losing his loved ones. Separation could be not too far off assuming Finn will not break the commitment he made to Sheila, the one about how they'd at no point ever be separated in the future. In the event that Finn perseveres, Steffi may likewise compromise him with a guardianship quarrel over Hayes Forrester Finnegan, Alexander and pursue Banks. This could turn into a circumstance where Finn would do well to take some time to consider exactly the amount he'll be surrendering for Sheila. Finn could wind up single and shut out of Hayes' life relying upon how this ends up. Taking into account Sheila's set of experiences with Steffi and the Forresters, Finn likely wouldn't have an opportunity in court. The adjudicator could govern in support of Steffi and establish that she ought to get sole authority of the youthful child she imparts to Finn. As well as losing Steffi and Hayes, Finn would lose Kelly Spencer, Sophia Parras McKinley, too. As Kelly's stepdad, Finn assumes an enormous part in her life and would miss her horrendously on the off chance that he split from Steffi. Our expectations hint that Steffi and Finn to be sure have some horrible marriage issues in their future, so stay with us for refreshes on whether it'll prompt the annihilation of their loved ones. The striking and the lovely spoilers say Sheila's return will explode various lives and cause some disturbance, so don't miss all the show that is fermenting. The intense and the wonderful spoilers bother Sheila Carter. Kimberlyn Brown is back, and her man Elder Sharp, Sean, not entirely set in stone to at no point ever allowed her to go in the future. B&B bits of hearsay have implied some stunning spring pre-marriage ceremony on the drama for some time now. Will Minister persuade Sheila to say, "I do," after her wonderful salvage? This coming up next on The Strong and the Lovely, spoilers ahead. The Strong and the Delightful spoilers, Sheila Carter at last tracks down affection. Before Sheila Carter was captured, kept prisoner, had her character taken by fiendish sugar and was assumed dead, she and Minister Sharp were talking about marriage. Truth be told, the main explanation Minister was stalling was on the grounds that he dreaded a wedding would obliterate his relationship with his girl trust Logan, Annika Noel. Sheila Carter has had a turbulent heartfelt history on The Striking and the Delightful. The majority of her connections on the CBS cleanser were tricks, possibly she was playing her accomplice or he was playing her. Despite everything, it seems like Sheila has at long last found somebody who truly adores her and needs to accompany her, regardless of her past. B&B spoilers, Minister Sharp and Sheila Carter get hitched? There's no question in The Strong and the Delightful fans' psyches that Elder Sharp is irredeemably in adoration with Sheila. His courageous salvage and refusal to abandon her will just set their relationship. After all that Sheila went through, there's a decent opportunity trust Logan will have a shift in perspective and really approve her father heading down the special stepped area. As indicated by B&B reports, soon Minister and Sheila return to their wedding talks. They could stun all interested parties and abscond. It appears to be more probable that the scholars would utilize the chance to remember Finn and expectation for their folks' function, and give them more on-screen time together as they inch towards another circle of drama. Might it be said that you are glad for Sheila Carter and Elder Sharp? Will they shock everybody and get hitched after Sheila's brush with death? On the off chance that Sheila was expecting a welcome resurrected march with inflatables and blossoms, she's in for a ruder-than-reality check. In Soaps.com's most recent strong and wonderful spoilers for the 7-day stretch of Monday, May 6th, through Friday, May 10th, Elder and Finn might be feeling elated over the murderous marvelous restoration. And yet, Steffi is past frightened to discover that her beast in regulation actually has a heartbeat. Furthermore,